So hello guys and welcome back to episode number 77 of the Reverse View podcast. So we are on to the second part of our series where we'll be discussing each individual player and getting thoughts from the panel on what they think. In the last episode we discussed post series of Asia Cup, discussed about Virat Kohli, how is he looking going into the World Cup after he got his 71st. क्या 72 सीधा वर्ल्ड कप में आएगी नहीं आएगी देखते हैं. But if you have not watched that episode, go back, watch that episode and come back here. So welcome back, Sid and Shenoy. So today I think I would like to discuss about one of the most, players who have gone under the radar so far, because not because of his mistake, because we have seen him do fairly well, but then somehow or the other he becomes unlucky and he's dropped after 2 or 3 games. So today we'll be discussing then none other than Rajasthan Royals captain Sanju Samson. So for me, this time I would like to start is, like, there's a lot of debate around ki Sanju Samson plays carelessly, he does not care about his wickets, he's not consistent, blah blah blah. There's been a lot of talks in the press, on social media, everywhere, by different analysts. But I have a different take on Samson. Like, agar if you have seen Samson play over the years, he has matured a lot after getting the captaincy for Rajasthan Royals. I think apart from Sky, he is one of the batsmen that is meant to play T20 cricket. So he is not someone who will score you big runs. He can definitely do that. He's not like he cannot do that. But he's someone who can hit from ball one. And अभी मतलब इतना पूरा हर जगह बात हो रही है कि we need to change our approach, need to change our intent. मतलब वो एंकर वाला सीन नहीं रहा T20 में. So we need someone with the capabilities of Samson who can come and hit from ball one, because we have seen likes of Pant struggling, we have seen likes of Kohli struggling, obviously not in this Asia Cup. Then we have seen of likes of whoever played, Shreyas Iyer played in the middle order as well a few times. So these people struggle a lot, like they cannot go from ball one. Sanju Samson is someone who can, come attack from ball one. He can give you those 20-25 quick runs in 10 balls, 12 balls. And in that process, obviously there's a risk involved. So अगर आप उतना रिस्क लेंगे तो आपको रिस्क है उसमें. तो रिस्क है तो मतलब उसमें विकेट जाएगा ही. So he's a very selfless player, I believe. And he has also told, I think in one of the episodes of Breakfast with Champions, that uh, people, I do what the team asks me to do, and my role in the team is to just go there all out blazing. So for me, I think I would definitely pick Samson, because he was pretty good in the Australia series last time around as well. He had a good strike rate, even if he is not playing in the playing 11, because you have likes of DK going ahead of him. But he's someone who I would have as a second wicket keeper, even ahead of Rishabh Pant in this format at least. So let's go to our biggest Rishabh Pant fan, Siddharth Jain, and ask him about what he thinks about Sanju Samson.
So firstly, everything what you said, right? I think the same. Like वो ऐसा बंदा है जो आपको 10 में 20 मार के देगा पर आउट हो जाएगा, which is fine. Because I think the Indian team right now has players who can stabilize, who can like Virat Kohli can play long, Hardik Pandya can play long, Surya Kumar Yadav can play long. So I think a guy like Sanju Samson fits in where उसको बस 10-20 बॉल खेलनी है, 150 strike rate पे मारना और फिर आउट हो जाना. Like you don't expect him to score big, which is fine. That's his role. But again, I think like for me personally, I would like him in the squad, but in the playing 11, no chance. But for me personally, it's like logic, right? आपने एशिया कप में he wasn't in the squad. आपने रिजर्व में उसको नहीं लिया. You took Shreyas Iyer ahead of him in the reserves. And then in this whole year, like you haven't given him enough opportunity. Like he's been very on off, and then straight away taking him to a country like Australia where pitches are like crazy. Where like I think bounce might help him because like he just goes to hit the ball
But
across the
last
line.
series T20 which we played in Australia, I think he was the part, and he played 3 T20s. If I'm not wrong, he had a strike rate of over 140, 145 in Australia.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that, but like वो कब time हो गया ना अभी like time like everything
obviously.
depends on form obviously, right? If you haven't played for long amount of time, का form भी impact होता है again. He'll be, of course we have 6 T20s before the World Cup, so if he's in contention, he'll be in the squad and he'll be given chances there. And obviously Rishabh Pant's failures help him a lot. But again, I just don't see him. I don't see him ahead of Rishabh Pant, especially the way we have backed Rishabh Pant and the X
Just
factor.
rewind and listen what he just said.
But yeah, for me in the squad, for me yes, playing 11 no chance. Can be a good backup.
Just to be sure, we can name 15 or 16 in the squad. 15, I think.
I think it's 15 plus 3 traveling reserves, like if Australia. But I don't know again, but I
Okay.
think so. Yeah,
Uh, good,
that's what
good.
it is.
So even you have him in squad?
Yeah, but not
Absolutely.
in 11. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Shana, what do you think of Samson's situation? Because he has not played consistently for India because he has been dropped a lot. So what do you think? Like, do we take a punt on him, play him all the 6 games, and then take him to Australia? Or what are your thoughts on Samson being part of the World Cup?
For me, how he does in the coming future will make a decision here. Because I see him more of as a squad player, obviously not in the starting 11. In the squad player, fits the role of a batsman who can bat anyone from 1 to 6. Like he is a guy who has opened, he is a guy who has played at 3-4. He has also come in and just swung the bat as a finisher. Like he is someone who is flexible enough to do that. Secondly, he's a backup wicket keeper for us, something that could be useful in future if we are looking at someone like Samson to come in into the team and keep wickets for us. Thirdly, and the most important part is like we said, like he does not have enough Australian data points to be like warranting a place in the starting 11. We have seen him very little of him, and we do not really know what he can do. But at the same time, you want to see more of him. I would like to see him definitely in the squad, but not in the starting
But
11.
but
Let's
just
put it
just
like that.
uh, would you take a risk because he's at X? I still believe he's at X factor, which we are currently missing. We only have Surya Kumar Yadav, who has that X factor currently in the whole batting lineup because of lot of reasons. But I think would you just take a punt because eventually, if the situation comes to that point, suppose we have lost a game or a couple of games, would you just put him in because he's something that can maybe
I was
because we
gonna
have
say
nothing to lose from
he's
there.
an ideal backup for like Surya Kumar Yadav, correct? Because the way Sky approaches the game, वो पहला ball चौका के ले जाता है. And Samson also
Yeah.
similar. So he's a very ideal replacement for Surya Kumar Yadav, I think. That's how the management thinks. At least that's
Yeah,
what I
so
think.
that is what I've been pretty shocked with few of the team selections that has happened recently with respect to Indian T20 team because they knew that this is one of the last testing points where they can shortlist the players. But now the rumors are coming that Samsung might be a part of the plan for World Cup. So the big question is why not have him in the Asia Cup squad? Why do you have Shreyas Iyer? Then if Bishnoi is not in your plans for World Cup, why did you even waste that position and have him just play one game? So there's a lot of ifs and buts around the overall selection. What we have done to the build-up of the T20 World Cup because Samsung was in the squad, but he did not get that many chances in West Indies series as well. If I'm not wrong, the T20 series, even in the Ireland, he got maybe one game or something like that. He got very less games. So it's very bizarre that what the selectors are thinking. But I think hopefully we can sort the mess out because um, I think we have to name the squad before the start of our next T20
Yeah.
series. The deadline is in another 9 or 8 days before
Yes,
our
yes, yeah.
series starts. So we need to be very sure. So let's see. So for if I'm just to summarize, all three of us are on the same page that take Samsung to Australia, and then you know if the situation arises where we have to use him, probably use him because obviously to disturb the playing 11, I don't think so it's the right move just before a big tournament. But I think just to have him up as a backup is a major boost because if something happens to someone like a Sky or someone at the opening as well, he can, as Shenoy said, he's a very versatile player, can bat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 anywhere in the lineup. So hopefully we do get to see Samson, and we all wish that he's on the flight to Australia. So yeah, so that was pretty much it for this particular episode, where we discussed about the probability on what are the things approach that Samson takes, where we do take him or not. So yeah, so in our next episode, that's a surprise. We'll be discussing another important player. So yeah, till then, take care. See you. Tada.